Good morning, everyone. So today we are going to see a workshop on website designing, and in this workshop, we are going to create a website for a school using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So we'll be going step by step, and we'll be creating at least some 4 to 5 pages using maximum elements of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, so that it will be a good go through for everyone. So basically, we are going to create a home page, a about us page, image gallery, a registration page, and a contact page. So this is what we are going to do in today's session. And if you are having any doubts, please comment all your doubts so that we'll be able to clear all your suggestions. Now let us start our workshop. Fine. So to do a HTML website, there is no special application needed to be installed. So you need only a good editor like Notepad++. So Notepad++ is a normal editor like Notepad. The only difference is that Notepad++ has a inbuilt HTML plugin. Using this plugin, we can type our HTML code in a proper intended format. For example, it will give some color codes also for you. It will suggest HTML codings while typing itself, which we will not get it in Notepad. So using Notepad++, it will be easy for everyone to type a HTML coding in that. Not only HTML, both CSS as well as JavaScript. And not only Notepad, there are many other editors. But why we are using Notepad++ is that it is a very lightweight, so that it doesn't consume much of your system's memory. So Notepad++ is one of your application needed. And other application what you need is that you need to have any browser, because browser is a basic application required to open a website. So browser is a very must required application. So here we are going to use Chrome. You can also use Edge, Internet Explorer, Mozilla, Netscape, whatever you like. So in this session we are going to use Notepad++ as well as Chrome. And since we are going to develop a website for a school, so what I have done is that I have already collected some 3 images, so that which I will be using in my development. So these are the 3 images which I will be using in my development. So these images are being taken from internet only for educational purposes. So we are not going to use it for any commercial purpose. We are just using for this free workshop as a educational purpose. So now how to start develop a HTML website. So for HTML website, you just need to create one simple folder as a initial step. So what is that we are going to do? That I am going to create a folder called as school. That's it. So inside school, I am going to create a folder called images, and I will be dumping all my required images. So this is a initial setup to develop a HTML website. So you need to just create your folder. Inside the folder, you will have an images folder where you will have all your image files. So now we will create our first HTML file. So open your Notepad++. You will have a new option, so that you will get a new file option. So now let us start typing our first HTML code. So any HTML code must start with a HTML tag, and it must end with a HTML tag. So we call this as a pair tags. The reason is that pair tag means the word pair itself says it has two different parts. One is starting and another one is closing. So your starting and closing tag are almost same. Only thing is that your closing tag will have a forward slash at the beginning. So this is how you need to start your HTML program. And a HTML program is being divided into two parts. One is head part, another one is body part. So it is same as your postal letter cards or your emails. So email has two parts. One is subject, another one is body of the email. The same way, HTML is also having head as well as body. So head is nothing but similar to your subject of your mail. So now let us see how to save this file. So I am going to save this file inside my school folder. So my school folder is inside my B drive. So I'm going to my school folder. I'm going to store it as index.html. So any HTML file must be stored only with the extension of HTML. Only then your browser will understand, okay, this is a file related to website design. So now let us see how to open this. So go to your folder, you will have that particular file. So whenever you store any file with the extension of HTML, it will automatically become a browser oriented file, so that whenever you click this file, it will open in your browser. See, automatically it got open in your browser and is showing my path. Now it is the empty file, that is why we are not having any content. Now let us give some content to the file. So I'm going to give a title first. So title tag is nothing but a subject in your mail. So I have given a title called Welcome to MJIT School of Education. Now let us see how this is being reflected in our browser. So go back to your browser, just refresh your browser once. Refresh or reload. So now I have done a reload. Now you can see in the tab area, the title which I have given in my HTML is now present in the tab area. Welcome to MJIT School of Education. So title is nothing but the name that is to be displayed on the tab of the browser. Now we are going to add a content to a body. So the most prominent and highly used tag is called as p tag. That is nothing but a paragraph tag. So whenever you want to type a paragraph in your website, you need to have a tag called p tag. So now we are going to type something here. So now we are given a p tag. So now let us save this file and see how it is being coming in our browser. See, that is being displayed here. So now here you need to understand one simple concept, that your tags will not be visible in your browser. Only the content given inside the tag will be visible in your browser. Because in a HTML file, you can see that we have written so many lines, but we are only seeing this particular line. The reason is that the tags are only indicators. They are not the content. So any HTML file will have two different content. One is the actual content and the indicators. So the indicators are nothing but these tags. So these will not be displayed in your browser. Only your content will be displayed in your browser. That is what we are seeing here. Now let us add one more tag called as h1 tag. So h1 tag means is nothing but heading 1. Heading 1 is the tag name, and that has been simplified as h1, and that is what we are seeing here. Now let us see how this is being displayed in my browser. See, MJIT, the font is being increased slightly. So like h1, we have 6 tags. So let me compare and show you what these 6 tags mean. So it is from h1 to h6. Now we have given 6 heading tags. Now let us see how they are displayed and what is the variation between these 6 tags. See, now by seeing itself you can understand that all headings are having different font sizes varying from 1 to 6. So H1 is the heading tag which is having the maximum font size. And as we increase the H number, the font size decreases. So that is a very important point we need to understand related to H tags. See, H tag number increases but font decreases. They are inversely proportional. Inversely proportional means when one increases, the other decreases. So many people confuse that when number increases, size also increases. No, it is not in that way. When you read about heading tags are working in a reverse way. When number increases, font size decreases. So this is another most prominently used tag. And let us see another tag which we use mostly while doing a website. That is called as image tag. So now I need to show a particular image in my website. So let us see how to show that image. So already I have shown my images are stored inside school folder, inside images folder. So now I need to give a path for the folder. That is, where is my image located currently. So where is my image located? It is located inside images. So images /. Then I need to give the name of my image. So let us take the first name. Yes, one. And also we need to give the extension also. So you need to give the folder as well as file name with the extension. Only then your image will be displayed. So now let us see how it is done. See, we got the image. So now let us make a small error in it and see how it is done. So instead of JPG, I am giving PNG. See, the image will not load. Even though the file name is correct, since the extension is wrong, the image is not loading. So whenever you see anything like this in any website, that means there is a error in image loading. So your HTML will not directly throw the error. So if you want to see any error in your HTML, then you need to use a property of your browser called as inspect. So you need to just right click your browser. Whenever you right click your browser, at the bottom you have two options. So I will show you what these two options are. So let us go from the bottom. So the bottom option is called as inspect. So as English term inspect means what? We are going to investigate something. We are going to find something. So let us find something related to this particular web page. So when I click inspect, it will open here inspect window. So this is called as inspect window. So whatever you are seeing in the bottom is called the inspect. So inspect window will have two sections. One is HTML, that is what is the biggest section on the left side, and the right side we have the style section. So style section we will come to that in next 20 or 30 minutes. So HTML section you can clearly see what are all the HTML codings we have typed. So all the tags will be visible here. So now if I keep my mouse on any HTML tag, it will automatically highlight my browser what is the output of that tag. So see, now I have kept my mouse on H1 and it is highlighting bigger MJIT. Now I am keeping my mouse on P tag, it is showing the paragraph. So that we can easily find where this tag is exactly being visible in my browser. Now let us come to image. So I am keeping my mouse over image tag and that image is being highlighted, but the image is not loading. So now we need to find what is the error. So when you want to find a error, there is another option called console. You can go to console and you can check what is the error. So it is saying error file not found. ERR means it is error. Error file not found. That means you need to understand, okay, that file path is being given wrong. So we are going back and we are giving a correct file format. When I am giving the correct file format, the console error will go. So this is how you need to solve errors related to HTML. So once you solved your error, there is a close button for this inspect. You can use that so that your inspect window disappears. So now we have seen some of the basic tags. Now let us see some basics of CSS also, so that we can easily move to development part. So now still we have not started the development of school website. Now we are discussing topics related to small tags in HTML so that it is easy for you to understand the development of the actual website. So now let us do a CSS part. So why we need CSS part? The reason is that when you use only HTML, all your websites will be only black and white. So your HTML works only on black and white. So if you want your website to be colorful, then you need to use CSS. So now let us use some CSS and check how coloring of your website works. So to do that, what I am going to do is that I am going to create some more paragraphs. So let me type some text in my paragraph. Just give me a couple of minutes. So now I have 3 tags. So let us see how it is done. Fine. So now I have 3 paragraphs. Then I have some header text. I have a image. So now let us see how to do a CSS part. So now let us consider we have a requirement. I need to make my paragraphs in red color. So now I am having everything in black color, and now I have a requirement to color all this into red color. So let us see how to do it. So the basic CSS is called as style making. So that means we are going to style something, style a tag. So we are going to use the option called style. So for whatever element you need to make the style, then you need to write that style option inside that element. And let us give some coloring to it. Color, red color. So this is nothing but a color code which you will get to memorize when you start doing HTML coding. Now I will give a small tip how to write this color code. So it is very simple. Just go to your browser, type HTML color picker. So you will get a clean color picker from Google itself. So from this color picker you can pick your colors. First choose your basic color, then choose the brightness of it. Then you will have a hexa code here. You need to copy along with the hashtag. So that is what you can do here. Once you refresh, it will become a red color. So this is how we are going to give the color code. So throughout this session, we are going to use this color code. Fine. Now I need to change all 3. So what is that I am going to do? I am going to copy paste the same thing for all 3 tags. So all 3 are becoming red color. So now this is called as basic styling. Now what is the problem here is that if I am having 3 p tags, I am easily copy pasting it. Consider I am having some 100 p tags. I cannot copy paste the style on all 100 p tags. So to simplify that, what we have is that we are having something called as class method. Instead of style, we can use the option called class. Red color. So first I will write my classes, then I will explain you how it is working. I can give classes for it. Now I need to say how this class looks like in style tag separately. So like HTML, we can open and close this style tag. Then we can write a definition for our class method also. See, this name and this name must be same. Only then whatever design I give this to this red color will be applicable to this p tag. So how you need to do? Class equal to red color. Here you need to mark it. Then you need to define it here. While defining, any class name must start only with a full stop or a dot. So dot class name. Now let us write the same code here. So I will copy that color code. Fine. Now let us refresh and see how it is. See, now it is coming as red color. Why? Because this is what we call it as class CSS. So here I am saying this p tag follows red color. So it will search for a red color. Then it comes here for red color. Then this particular designs are being passed to this p tag. Now consider for the last paragraph I am making it as green color. Now let us see how it is coming. See, it has went back to black and white. Why? Because we have given green color here, but the green color is not been defined. So I am going to define it here. So now let us pick a green color from our color picker. So now you can see it will change to green. So this is how you can create your classes and map your classes to different HTML elements. So your HTML is separately written, your classes are separately written, then using class name, your HTML and class have been conjuncted or related to each other. So this is the basic of HTML and CSS. So now let us start the actual development of our program. So now we are going to start developing our small school website. So we are going to create a menu for my website. So menu means it is nothing but whenever you open any website, we will have a menu bar. That is what we are going to create first. So let us open some reference site and let us see how a menu bar looks like. So now here I have opened our institute's website. So here in our institute website you can see home, MJIT, about us, blog, event, like this we have seen here, right? This top part is called as the image part. So this is what we are going to create first. Then we are going to create the header part. This part is called as header part or introduction part. However you can say, you can call it. So menu bar is going to contain the links for the pages, and header part is nothing but the first content what my website viewer is going to see. So and also try to mark this website mjit.in. So if you want any courses, you can come to our website and you can browse your courses, so that you can avail all our courses in your future. And if you have any doubts, you can also use our chat option, so that our staffs will be trying to clear all your doubts. So bookmark our website mjit.in. And let us get back to our workshop. So we are going to create a same kind of menu bar, and let us see how to do that menu bar. But I will erase my previous explanation codes. So now let us start doing our menu bar part. So to do a menu bar part, I am going to first create a division. So division means it is nothing but we are just sectionizing each of my coding. So whenever you write a answer in an answer sheet, what you will do, you will draw lines between each answers. That means what, you are dividing each question answer from one another. The same way, div also does the same thing. Each part is being given inside a particular division. So menu bar is being given inside a division, and I am going to write a class name for it called as menu bar. So later we will give a design for this menu bar using this class name. I will remove one U. Okay. So inside menu bar, first I am going to give the title of my school. Website title. So this is a class name I am going to use for my website title. So So link I will explain you in the coming minutes. MJIT. Now we got our MJIT. Now let us see how it is being shown in our website. Now we got a MJIT. And now let us design the menu bar. Design the menu bar means we need to define how this menu bar will look using CSS. So now what we are going to do is that we are going to write CSS in a separate file and HTML in a separate file. So let us see how to do that. So start a new file. So let us write our all our styles in our new file. So I am going to store it in the same directory. I'm going to say it as style.css. So all your style files must be having an extension called CSS. That is cascading style sheet. So while typing more coding, I will explain why it is called as cascading style sheet. Right, so now menu bar is written. So HTML is now separately written, style is separately written. So when these two files are separately written, we need to link it together. So how to link it? So inside your h tag, you can have a link tag called as link. So what is that we are going to link? We are going to link our style sheet. So now we need to give the path of the style sheet. So it is in same folder, so we no need to mention the folder. So now my style sheet is linked with my HTML. So here you need to understand this sentence very properly. Your style sheet is linked with HTML. So whatever changes happen in your style sheet will affect your HTML. So you need to be very careful in that. So now I have written my menu bar. So now I am going to change the color of my menu bar. So when I am going to change the color of the menu bar, I need to use here option called as background color. If you use only color, that will change the text color. But I need to change the background color. So that is why I am giving the option called as background hyphen color. So now let us choose some color from our color picker again. I will go for a brown color. Okay, I am going for a dark brown. And now let us see how it is being displayed. See, my div is being changed as black color. So this entire menu bar is being changed as. So now let us do an inspect option and check how it is done. So now I have all my elements. So I will expand my body. So I have a menu bar here. I'm going to keep my mouse over the menu bar. Let us see what are the options we are getting. Okay. So I have clicked my menu bar. Now you can see my menu bar is being highlighted in my website, and also come to the right bottom of your screen. Right bottom. Here you can automatically see what is the color I have given for my menu bar. So this is what inspect is very useful. So menu bar not only shows where is my element, it also shows what is the design of my element. So now consider I need to try some different color. So it is simple. Here you have a brown color box. That means the previous color. So I'm going to just click it. Here it will show you a small option to change your color. So I'm going to change my color to blue. And you can preview how it looks like. So it is not going to change the coding, it is just giving you a preview how it is looking. So if you think that this color is fine for you, copy this color and update your style sheet. Now if you refresh, you will get that blue color. So this is how we change the colors. So let us keep the inspect element open for some time so that we can use it continuously. Now there is a small problem. Since we have a blue color, this link is not visible. Now I need to change the color of the link. So let us see how to change it. So I need to change the color. Website title I need to change. So let us see how I am going to give my color. So menu bar, menu title A. So here you can see I have given multiple names. So how this works? This works in a cascading method. Cascading method means it is working in a step-by-step method. Let us see how it is working. I am saying menu bar inside website title, then go inside A. That means I am giving the entire hierarchy. Menu bar, inside menu bar we have website title, then inside website title we have view link. So you need to change the color of view link. So this is how it works. Color equal to whenever you give 3F, that means it is a white color. Whenever you give 3 zeros, it is a black color. So since I am doing this program for past 10 years, I am able to remember some color codes. So no issues if you are not able to remember. You can use the color picker on your doing your code continuously. You will also come to remember the color codes. Right, now I have given my MJIT. So clearly now you can see the title. Now the title is very small. I need to change the size of the title. So let us change the size of the title. Font size equal to 30. So pixel is nothing but the unit of measurement in website development. See, whenever you buy something, for example, you are buying tomato, how you will measure in kgs or grams. Whenever you buy some oil items, you will measure it in milliliter or liter. Likewise, we have measurement unit of pixel. So pixel is a measurement unit used in website designing. Now let us see how it is done. See, the font size will increase. And now there is a small problem. The text MJIT and my div are touching each other. It is very close to it. I need to give some space for it. So how to do it? There is something called as padding. When I give padding and some size, I will have some space between them. So now you can see some spaces. So it doesn't touch the borders. And there is one more concept called margin. So margin means I will explain what is the difference between margin and padding in coming minutes because it will take some more time for it. But now my thing is being given. So or you can give the same padding here also in your menu bar also. So whenever you give padding on different elements, it works slightly different. So now we have given title and everything. So now there is a underline here. Whenever you use a tag, this underline comes by default. So if you want to remove this underline, you can make it like text decoration. None. So this property will remove the underline. So now I have given MJIT. So this part is being covered for. Now I need to give the menu bar part. So let us see how to give the menu bar part. Let us go back to HTML and I am going to write a class called as menu list. So in HTML there is a element called as list element. So that is what we are going to use, UL. So UL means it is nothing but unordered list. So whenever you type, for example, whenever you write exams, like they say, list some 10 cricket players. So what you will do, you will write 1, Sachin Tendulkar, 2, Dhoni, like that. You will keep on writing some names. So that is what you are doing. You are listing. Same concept we are using here. So that is what UL does. So now I will write some UL so that you will understand. So inside UL you need to have a li element and a UL. Home. So I'm just going to copy paste it. About us. Gallery. Admission. So in admission we are going to create a registration form where students can register for their admission. So now we got all our names. So now we are going to use CSS. Using CSS we are going to convert this into this. So now we are having bulletins here. So now what we are going to do, we are going to convert it. So let us see how to convert this menu list. So let us copy this menu list and let us write a design for the menu list. Fine. So now what we are going to do is that we are having our menu list in a vertical way. See, it is in a vertical way. But how we want? We want it in a horizontal way. So first let us do that. Let us convert this vertical method into horizontal method. So let us see how to do it. So menu list UL, that means we are going to write a style for a UL which is inside menu list. So we are going to write style for this UL inside menu list. So first thing, list style equal to none. So now let us see what happens because of this option. So now you can see that bulletin points have been disappeared. So using list style we can remove that bulletin points. Now we need to make it as a horizontal list. So let us see how to do that. Display inline flex. So let us see how this works. See, whenever you use inline flex, your list gets converted from vertical to horizontal. Whenever this option is not given, it becomes vertical. Whenever this option is given, it becomes horizontal. So fine, now we got it horizontal. Now we need to change the color. So color we cannot change it on UL, we need to change it on A. So UL, inside UL LI, inside LI A. So we are going to change the color to white. And also I am going to remove the underline. Now it is doing. Now what we are going to do is that, see here this MJIT and menu bar are in the same line, but here it is in different line. MJIT in first line and menu bar is in second line. So now I need to make them into same line. So let us see how to make it. So if you want to do that, you need to first write a small option for menu bar. So menu bar, I am going to add a small option called as flex option. Flex means what is that? It is nothing but consider my child divs as a same line. So whenever you use flex, you consider same line. So let us see what happens. So I will remove my flex and I will show you what happens. Let us go to inspect and see website title. See, when I keep my mouse on website title, it takes the entire width of my screen, and the menu list takes the entire width, so that we are going for next new lines. Now if I give flex for it, let us see how it happens. See, website title is taking only one part of the area and menu list taking the another part of the area. So that means whenever you give any flex option, the child divs only takes space that is required for them. It doesn't take unrequired spaces. So it takes spaces which is required for them. So that is how it is being done. So now we are going to we are having it in the same line. Now let us see how to do the another part. So inside menu bar we have website title and menu list. So let us write a class for website title. So I am going to allot 25% of my width for website title and balance 75% for my website list, menu list. So that you can see my title takes 25% and my menu takes balance 75%, so that they are in same line. So now we are going to go for the next step. Now you can see this menu, home, about us, gallery, animation, everything are very close to each other. So that doesn't look very nice. So we are going to give some space between them. So how to give a space for them? To give a space, we are going to touch the LI, that is the list element. Margin left. That means margin left means it's nothing but whenever you study in school, you will have assemblies, right? So during assembly, how they will keep people to stand, they will have some one arm distance between them. That is, there is a margin between each and every student, at least some one arm. Same way, margin means we are going to give some space between each element only on the left side. So I am going to give some 20 pixels. So let us see what happens. See, it becomes 20 pixel left side. So each element will have 20 pixel gap on their left side only. Okay, that is very important. If you do not give this left, if you give only margin, all four directions will have 20 pixels. That is your top, right, bottom and left. So let us see that. See, now you can see on top also it is giving some space. So we do not want that, so we want only on left side. So we're doing it only on left side. So this is how we are going to do it. So now let us remove the underline and let us increase the font size to 20 pixels. The font size being increased. Now let us make it as bold. So these options are to make it bold. So while writing CSS, there are many options like this. So as we go on practicing, you can automatically remember all the options. And there is another thing is that it is not required that you need to remember all the options. There is always web forums, so that there also you can revise your options whenever you want. So by practice, you can get to understand and try to memorize all your options. So now it is being bold. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to push everything to right side. So let us see how to do it. So now everything went to right side. So now my menu bar is ready. So I have given some too much spaces for my menu bar. So let us instead of adding 30, I will convert to 50. So now my menu bar is ready. So now I'm going to keep a header image. Header file. That means I'm going to keep an image on one side and some welcome note on the other side. So let us do that. So my menu bar part is over. So I'm going to create my another fresh div called as welcome note. So in welcome note, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to keep a image on one side and some text on the another side. So first let us keep a image on another side. So as we see, I'm going to have two different sections. One is I'm going to have an image on one side and text on the other side. That means I'm going to divide my div into two parts. So I'm going to have two divs, two child divs inside welcome note. One is image part. Another one is content. So I'm going to have two different parts. So first let us do the image part. Image equal to source. So already we have some images. So what is the image I'm going to have here is that I'm going to have this S1 image. So images s1.jpg. Done. So let us see how it is coming. So now we got our image. Now let us type some content for that is I'm going to welcome everyone to my school. So H1. Welcome to MJIT. So I'm welcoming everyone to my MJIT. Then I'm going to write some paragraph for them to read. And while developing HTML, we need to write many paragraphs like this. But we cannot keep on writing paragraphs while development. So what is that we do is that there is a concept called ipsum generator. That means it generates some random text for us. So it's nothing but this is a random Latin text. So that is what we use to fill our paragraphs. It is just some meaningless text so that we can use it only for design purpose. So I'm just copying some text here and putting into my paragraph. So now I'm getting it. So I'm getting it in on two different lines. But actually how we want everything on same line. Left side image and right side image. So as we already know, if you want to have child divs on same row, the parent div must be as a flex. So I'm going to do the same thing as we did for the menu bar. Display flex. That is done. So now it is in same text. Now I'm going to give some appropriate space for them. So inside welcome note, I have a image part and content part. So image part and a content. So for my image, I am going to allot some 60% of my. Then for my content part, balance how much you have 40. So that is what I am doing. So now you can clearly see how it is being separated. Now let us make a proper design for this header node so that it looks very nice. So now let us design the image part. I am going to make it as padding some 50 pixels. So it gives some padding some 50 pixels. So I think 60 is too much for it. So let us inverse it as 40 and 60. Fine. So now let us give some border for the image. So where the image is located inside welcome node, inside image part, inside image. So here you can see that I am using dot for certain names and no dots for some names. So why is that is, whenever I indicate the class name, I will use dot. So welcome node is a class name. So I am using dot. But image is not a class name. It is a tag name. So whenever you mention tag name, you should not keep dot. Only for class name you should keep dot. For image, you don't need to keep dot. So let us give some border. I'm going to give some black color. So whenever you give border, you need to say what is the color of the border, what is the thickness of the border, and what is the design of the border. So you got the border. So whenever you say solid, it is a straight line. Whenever you say dash, it means it is like a dash like that. And whenever you keep dotted, it is like some dots around your image. So you have multiple designs. So let us, as of now, we will keep as a solid. So solid is done. Now my edges are very sharp. So what I am going to do is I am going to keep a curved edge. So border radius, I am going to make it as a 10 pixel. That means it will become curved at 10 pixels. So you can see some curve. As you keep increasing your size, your curves become bigger. So however you want your curve, you can decrease and increase your border radius. So border radius is nothing but the converting your sharp edges into curve edges. So now my image part has been completed. Now let us get back to our content part. So content part also I am going to do the same thing. Padding 50 pixels. But now that is also being done. So now what happens, whenever you use any Word document, you will have a text align option there. Text align right, left, center, justify. That is what we are going to do for this paragraph. So usually HTML works on text align of left. Whenever you use a paragraph, the default alignment is left. So let us give right and see what happens. See, all your alignment becomes right. So now I do not want right, I want justify. So I am going to make it as justify. My justification means all your left and right ends are being cropped properly. Fine. Now let us write some more deeper design part. So inside content part I have h1. Now I want this h1 to be in the color of my menu bar. So what I am going to do, I am going to go to my menu bar, pick the color. Menu bar's background color becomes color of my h1. So you can see my h1 becomes color. Now I need to give a border for it. So border same color 2 pixels solid. So my h1 is under some border. So now let us make a small tricky work here. I do not want border my all my 4 directions. I want only in my bottom. So let us see how to do it. So instead of giving border, if you give only border bottom, only bottom border will be. So that it looks like a clean line for it. So instead of solid, I am going to make it as double. So whenever you give double, it becomes like 200. So you can change your type as much as you want. So as of now, I am going to maintain it for double. Now in my paragraph, it is very congested, it is very together. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give some space between each line. So what is that I'm going to do? Instead of h1, I'm going to use like p tag, because inside p tag only the paragraph is being given. So there is an option called line height. I'm going to give some 30 pixels. Let us see how it looks like. See, now it is very neat, because now it is being given very spacious. So now my menu bar is completed, my welcome text is completed. So now I'm going to keep a small button here, so that whenever someone clicks the button, it directly goes to the registration. So now let us see how to give a registration button. So after p tag, I'm going to give a link registration. Let us keep it as admission, because in school we use that word called admission. Click here for admission. So now let's see how it is done. So now we got this button. So in our institute website, you can see it has been properly designed, but here it is not designed. So we are going to create some design like this. See, it is in green color, but when I show my mouse over, it becomes a purple color. So we are going to do that little animation also here. So what is that we are going to do? Instead of p tag, now we are going to use a tag. That is inside content part, there is a tag. So a tag by default comes in blue color and it has underline. So I'm going to remove that underline. Text decoration. Okay, it has been removed. Now I'm going to give you a background color for it. So my background color is being given. I'm going to change my text color to white. That is also given. I'm going to give some padding so that my button becomes a little bit big button. Given. But my button size is being increased, but my font size is not increased. So I'm going to increase my font size also. 20 pixels like that. Now it is being done. So my button and my text are being very close together. So I'm going to give some space between them. So to give space between two elements, we use margin. So where I need to give margin only at the top of the button. So margin top. Let us give some 45 pixels. Fine. So now we got some space. So now the button is very sharp. So I'm going to have a little curved. I'm not going to curve it completely. I'm going to make it a little convert. So I'm giving a minimum value 5. So it is lightly curved. So now my button is ready. So but in our institute website, when I keep mouse over, it changes color. So now let us try to change color the same way. So how to do that? So copy paste it. There is a small adjective to it called as over. So here you can see that I'm highlighting it, a colon over. That means whenever mouse is being kept over that a, use this design. So I'm going to write two designs for my a link. This is for the a link when it is normally there. This is for a link when mouse is over the a link. So when mouse is over, I'm going to change the color alone. I'm going to change the color into some red color. See, now let us check it. See, whenever I keep mouse over, it becomes it. So this is how we are going to design our header bar. So now we have done menu bar and header. So now let us get back to our third part. So third part is nothing but we are going to list what are all the facilities we have in our school. So in any school we have some 10 to 20 facilities, however they want. So we are going to list few options for that. So let us see how to do that. So I'm going back to my HTML. So instead of welcome note, I am going to write here another view because that section is being over. Now I am going to come for my another section. So facility. So I am going to show what are the facilities I have in my school. H1. facilities of my. So now what is happening here is that it goes to the next div. So now let us write a small design for my facility. So it is not mandatory that you need to always use background white for your content. You can use color also to your content. So I'm going to change a different color for it. So what, let us choose a mild blue color. I hope this one will be better. Fine. So now I have given some blue color. So this blue and black doesn't go well, so that I am going to change the color into white. Done. So I want these facilities to be in the center. So what I am going to do is that I am going to give a text align center. So it comes to the center part. Done. So now I kept it in the center part. So now I am going to list what are the facilities I have in my school. So let us create another div inside this facility grid. So I will tell you what is the name grid means and why I am using that particular. So I am going to write another image tag. So I am going to add a image over here. So I am going to use the second image now. Images s2.jpg, and I am going to say what is this means. So this school is going to have a cricket club. So I am going to add that to let us see how it is coming. Right. So now it has been given facilities of MJIT cricket club. So now what is that I need to have? I need to have some 4 facilities in my school. Cricket club, then let me have a swimming training, let me have some computer camps, and the entrance test. Let us see these things are here. Now all the things are been coming one after the another. So I need everything in a single line. So let us do how to do that. So facility grid. What I am going to do, I am going to just convert them into flex bar so that everything comes in the same line. Display flex. So now let us see how it is coming. Okay, now it has been arranged in the same line, but it is going beyond my website's maximum width. So I need to control it now. So what I am doing, inside facility grid there is a facility item. I am going to say you can use only 25% of your width, so that everything can remain in the same part. So I have given 25, but still it is going little bit outside. I will control that also. So inside facility item there is a image. So I am going to say image you need to take only 100%. So now it is being controlled. I will explain you how it is controlled now. Just give me a minute, I will just take some water. So now let us see how it is getting controlled. We will open the inspect element and we will see how it is being exactly controlled. Okay, let us come to facility. See, facility is now the entire grid. Now let us go back, go to the facility grid. So facility grid is being given as flex, then facility item. So each item is taking only 25%. You can see that clearly. So 25, 425 makes 100. So that is why it is completely fitting inside the 100%. Now inside facility, image is being given 100%. So whenever you say 100%, it means 100% of your parent. What is the parent of image? Facility item. So that is why When I say 100%, you take 100% of your parent. That means it go inside 25%. That is why it has been fixing perfectly inside the facility item. So this is how you need to place your grid properly. So now they are very congested together. Now let us use some spacing for it. So what I am going to do is that I am going to give some margin to my facility item. So we are going to try margin and padding. So let us see which works perfectly for us. See, whenever I give margin, they give spaces between each item. So as I told a real-time example assembly, margin gives space between each item. So now it has been properly given. So now we have an image tag. So let us use some border for the image. So for blue color, I think the yellow color will be a suitable border. So we use the yellow color so that the image becomes very bright. So 1 pixel and solid. Let us increase the size a little bit too. So now the image is being clearly visible, and there is another option called as box shadow. Box shadow means it is nothing but it gives a shadow effect, like your shadow in your sun. It gives a shadow effect. So let us see how it happens. See, now you can see a small shadow effect. So that is what your shadow effect is. So now we have done our third row also. So first we have a menu bar, then we have a welcome note, then we have a facility section. So facility section we have some grid explaining 4 different sections. Since I am using limited images, I will kept the same image everywhere. If you are having multiple images, you can use multiple images. That will be more easy for you. Now let us do another concept. See, this facility is being very much together with the top of the element. So I'm going to give some space for it. So what I am doing, facility padding bottom, some 20 pixels, so that it doesn't padding top, so that we have some space over. So now what we have seen here is that while keeping mouse over a, color changes. This property is not only for a link, it also can be done for your div also. Facility is a div, so for facility also you can change color on hover. So on hover I am going to change the background color. So I am going to change the background color into something different. Let us take a little bit purple based. See, whenever I keep mouse over, the color changes. So this hover property can be used for any element, not only for your alien, can be used for your image, your div, h1 tags, speed tags, for everything this color changing option can be used. Right. So now we have done with our 3 elements. So now let us go to the 4th section. The 4th section is going to be a multimedia section. That is, I am going to show a video in my section. That means I am going to show a video of my school or institute, whatever. So how to show a video? So what I am going to do is that I am going to take a YouTube video and I am going to display it inside my section. So let us see how to do it. So as usual, what you will do, this facility div is being completed, and I am going to go for the another div called as video div. Video. So now let us see how to do the video. H1. Our latest video. So now that has been done. So let us take a video from YouTube, so that I will open YouTube in my system. We'll pick a video from it. So I'm going to my institute channel. So we'll pick a video from our institute channel. So let us take how to create a music website. So this particular video was being taken yesterday. So how to track a video inside a website. So just right click your YouTube video on the screen. Here you will have copy embedded code. So YouTube will automatically give you the code what is to be used. So just copy paste that video part. I'm just going to copy paste it. See, this element is called as iframe. Iframe is a element which can show a website inside another website. So this is the another website link. That means I'm going to show this website inside my website. To use that, we are going to use the option called as iframe, and that code is by default available in your YouTube. Fine, you can see how automatically our video is being played here. Now let us design this particular section. So video content is the class name of the div. So copy that particular name. So let us use text align center so that everything comes to the center part. Right. So now everything comes to the center part. So now my video everything is being running. So now let us give here very light color. So till now what we are doing is that we are giving a single color as a background. Now let us give a gradient color. Gradient color means we are going to mix some 2 or 3 colors. So let us see how to do that. So to do the gradient mixture, there is a tool called My Color Space. So this is a open source tool. Anyone can use it for free of cost. No need to pay anything. Here you can have a gradient option. 2 color gradient and 3 color gradient. So let us go for 2 color gradient. Here you can give 2 different colors. So it will prepare a gradient for you. So this is a gradient. So I just copy this CSS and give that as a background. Now you can have the background. Now let us give a border for the iframe. So video content, video part, and inside video part we have the iframe. So let us give a border for it. Border. Let us give a black color so that it is visible properly. 3 pixels. Solve. So now we have a black color border and it is being properly. Now let us give some padding for the video content so that it doesn't go and mix with the borders. So 30 pixels so that it comes a little bit spacious. Fine. So now it is being spacious. So now you have a proper website. Your menu bar, your introduction part, features, and latest website. So this now what is that in the website? You can see is only sections of your website. Now let us see your whole view of your website. So I will show you. I have another tool for that to show you. And the tool is not working currently now. I will show you later, a little bit later. Now we are going to end our page. So end our page means we are going to write the last section of our page. So whenever you take any website, I will show our institute website itself as an example. So whenever you have multiple sections in our website, at the end you will have something called as footers. So this is the end part of any website. So that is what we are going to create. So in footer, usually what we will do, we will give our contact details and our address and our email and all those things will be given there. So that is what we are going to do in our footer part. So let us write the footer part. So div content has been completed. Now let us go for the footer. So I'm going to name it as footer. So in footer, what I am going to do is that I am going to write my address section. Content. Let us write our address into it. So I will copy paste the address from our website. Now let us see how it comes. So everything is coming in the same line. Can you see that it is in everything is same? But here I have given in 4 different lines. So whenever you type anything in a HTML code, even it is in different lines using enter key, your browser doesn't consider your enter. Okay, so since it doesn't consider enter key, it comes in the same line. If you want your content to be on different line, you need to give BR tag. It is called break tag. So this is what is called as enter key in your browser. So only when you give BR, it becomes as a enter. Now what is that we are going to do? We are going to give a title also for it. H1. Address. So address is being given. So now let us design the footer part also, so that our complete first page will be done. Footer. So I am going to align it everything into center part. So done. So let us give a background color for it. So I am going to give the same purple color which we are used for welcome note. So not which are used in the facility part. So this is the color I am going to use. And let us change the color of text to white. And let us give some padding like 30 pixels and some line height as 30 pixels, so that everything is being spacious. So now I have given my everything. So this is how a complete website is done. So menu bar is done, our facility center is done, latest video is being added, and our address is also being given. So one part of the website is done, that is your first part is done. So now let us go to the next part. We are going for the gallery part. Because about us part is very simple. About us part is going to have only this particular text area, so that we can see it later also. Now we'll go for our gallery part. How we are going to arrange our gallery, that is we are going to arrange multiple images inside one single page. So how to do that? So what is that we are going to do that? We are going to copy paste our HTML and we are going to change it as gallery. So let us open that. So just drag and put it inside my Notepad+, so I can see the coding. So let us see how gallery page works. So instead of index.html, let me open gallery.html. Fine. So gallery.html has been opened. So now I'm going to remove some unnecessary coding from there. So welcome note is not necessary for my gallery page. I'm going to remove that. So once after removing, that gets disappeared. So facilities part, I need that. So latest video is not required, but footer part is required. So I need only this required. So now what is that you can see is that we done only one page. We have created only one page called index, but from index we can automatically created the next part called gallery page within few seconds. So that is the advantage of using CSS and HTML. So at first it might take little time to create the first page, but after doing the first page, the appropriate next pages can be done easily by copy pasting. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to change only the text area, only the text of the tags. So instead of facilities of MJIT, I'm going to name it as image gallery of MJIT. So it has been changed. Okay. Now instead of facility grid, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to change it as a image grid. So let us do how to change it. I'm just going to copy it and I'm going to change my facility word into image. Only in the selected view. So replace all. So everything is being changed to image grid. So now I'm going to refresh. When I refresh, all my properties will disappear. I will tell you why it got disappeared. So all my properties got disappeared. Why it got disappeared? Because style has only properties for facility grid. It doesn't has for image grid. So what we need to do, we need to copy the facility grid and also write the same thing for image grid. So here also I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to convert all facility into image. Okay, now it got that. So why I changed is that I'm going to change the color for image grid. If I did the same thing in facility, the first page also will change. That is why I'm changing the image. So now instead of, I do not want this hover property in my image grid, so I'm going to change that. So the hover property doesn't come here. So I do not want this blue color. I'm going to give us some more pale color. Let us give this pale color. So we can have a default font color as black. So I'm going to just change it so that each section looks as a different color. So this is how we are going to change all our colors. Now I need to give some more image also. So what is that I'm going to do? I'm going to repeat my image so that you can have any grids you want. It is not that you need to have only one row. You can have any number of rows. So if you have more photos, you can add more photos. So now my home page is done. My gallery page is also done. So now we need to link each page to another. That means whenever I click home, it must go to my first page. Whenever I click gallery, it must go to my gallery page. Let's do that. So let us go back to our menu part. So here we have menu bar. So index, change it as index.php. For gallery, gallery.php. So copy paste same thing in your index page also. Refresh. So now I'm going to click my home. See home. Sorry. It is not PHP, it is HTML. Actually, I was doing HTML in the previous PHP, so I wrongly given. So let us convert it to HTML. So now let us click home page. It goes to home page. When I click gallery, it comes to gallery. So now let us do the about us part. So I will write about us.html. So now about HTML is not available, so let us create it from HTML itself. So index HTML. So let us convert to about. Let us put it in Notepad++. And now let us see how about us works. So in about us also I need to do some changes. I do not want my facility part in about page. I do not want my latest video. Instead of latest video, let us have latest video there. So this is my about us page. Now let us make some additional content in my about us page. So I do not want this particular headers in my about us page. I want to write something related to my college management or related to my school management. Let us do something like that. That means I'm going to put some staff photos, all those things I'm going to do. So let us do what is that. So instead of this, what I'm going to do is that I am going to use my grid, my old grid. Instead of, I'm going to use my image grid and I'm going to have it as my staff grid. So let us do how to do that staff grid. MJIT faculties. Faculties means who are all working in my institute. So instead of image, I am going to use the word called staff. So I am going to have the same change in my style sheet also. Instead of image, I am going to use it as staff. Fine. So now what is that we are going to do is that we are going to change all these images. now my image is been done. So for image grid, I'm not going to use the same HTML. I have used for image tag. I'm going to make it a little more different. H3 is going to be name of the stuff. H4 is going to be the qualification of the task. So what is the degree they have completed? So same way I'm going to have for other stuff also. So let us give some different names so that it will be looking a little more easy for you to understand. So now I have changed my look and feel. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to design my names into different ways. My names and education quality must be looking into different. So let us do that. So I'm going to remove my background color. I do not want any background color while displaying staff details. Since I have removed my background color, I'm going to change the border color to black so that the image looks much more convenient. Now I want my image to be in circular way. So how to do that? To give percentage 50 pixel, it becomes in circular way, and you need to make sure your width and height are same so that your image becomes a perfect circle. So this is how your image. So now I have my staff image in a circular way. Now I am going to write a small CSS for my staff name. So staff item. So inside staff item, we have name class. So we are going to declare a name class. So now increase the font size of the name class. Let us make it to 30 pixels. Now the name has been properly increased. And there is too much space between my name and degree. So let us remove that. So margin bottom 0 pixels. So now it has been slightly decreased. So now let us go back to our degree. So I'm going to change my style for my degree. So for degree I'm going to remove the margin top. So that is also removed. But it is now too much together. So let us give some space. Let us try some 10 pixels. Okay, this is fine. So degree I do not want it to be in the same color of my name. So let us change the color. Sorry. So I have changed my color. So you can add any number of staffs to your about us page. So we can just copy paste the grid again and again so that we can create any number of grid as much as we want. So now let us go through our website one more time. Home page. In home page we have welcome note, facilities of our school, latest video of our school, footer. Then about us, we are having details about our staffs, latest video and footer. In gallery we have all our gallery image grid and only footer. Now we are going to go for the another part called admission, where students can come in and fill their details and they can get admitted to our school. So let us try to do that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my gallery page, copy paste it. Let us create a admission.html. So first what we need to do, we need to update our menu. Admission.html. Same thing, let us copy and do the same thing in other page also, so that from any page we can go to admission. And let us update index also. So now all pages been updated. So now let us go to our admission page. Fine. So in admission page, I do not want my image grade everything. So let us remove the image grade. Admission form. So let us write it like this. Please fill the admission. So now I have given my title. So now I am going to properly write my admission form. So let us see how to properly write my admission. So let us correct the spelling. So now what is that we are going to do is that instead of class image, I am going to make it as registration form, register form. So let us not have this color. We will have some light yellowish color. Background color. Color equal to the yellow. Now it has been given as yellow. Text align. Let us make it to center. And I will give some padding of 30. So now let us create the form properly. So what is the first and foremost detail in a form? We need to collect the name of the student. So let us collect the name of the student. So to create your form, HTML by default has a element for it. So let us use that particular element. And that particular element is called as form element. So whenever you want to write a form, you just start with a form element. Form and close the form. So inside this particular element only, we are going to have our form details. So first let us give label. Name of the student. So now we got name of the student. Now we need to have correct input so that user can enter their data. To correct input, there is a element called as input element. Input element means user can give their input in that. Type equal to text. So you have a element. So here user can type whatever. So in this type there are many things we have. We will see that continuously. Now let us give the another age of the element. So age of the student. See now you can see actually the elements must come one another, but it is coming in the continuous line. So to do that, what is that we are going to do? We are going to use a date here. Field. So each field will come in different groups. That is why we are going for a div option here. So here it is coming in different sizes. So now, but there is a small problem in div also. It is too much close to each other, so let us give a margin for that so that it doesn't clash with another. So register form. So inside register form we have an option called field, F-I-E-L-D. So let us give something called margin bottom 20 pixels. Let us see how it is coming. Right. So now it is little bit spacious. Now in field also the label and other things are combining with another. So let us give a space for label also. After label, what is I'm going to do? Margin right 20 pixels, so that it is little bit spacious there also. Fine. So now we got it. So now we got the space. So now we are going to add another thing. So age of the student. So what is that we are going to type? So name Ashok. Let us type age. So age, actually I should type only number, but I am able to type text also. To restrict that, what is that we need to do? We need to change it into number. So if you change to number, automatically user will be able to type only the age. So easily we can type our age. So even if I try to type my alphabet, it doesn't allow me to type the alphabet. So that is the property of input. So you can easily mention what is that you need to type. Now what is that we need next? Let us tell them to enter the email address. So email address also we can actually say email, so that accepts only email. So like that you can keep on increasing your field as much as you want. But still it is not properly aligned. See, input is not properly aligned to one. So what is that I am going to do is that I am going to use a concept called table system. So let us see how to use a table system. Table. So table means automatically it makes of rows and columns. So I am going to create a row, table, tr row, and I am going to give a td. Inside td I am going to say name of the student. And another td I am going to have my input. So let us remove all these things. You can keep on creating rows as much as you want. So name of the student, age of the student, and then email. So email, this is. So now it has been properly given, but it went little bit to the left side. So now let us see how to bring it back to the center form. So we have a table here. Let us give a class name called as form table. So inside form we are having form table. So let us give margin left some 25%. So let us try each person and check which is 25. So it is not 35. Now it is come back to our center form. Then inside my form table we have given an element called td. So for td I am going to give a padding so that it becomes spaces. Let us give 30 pixels. 30 pixel looks too much, so let us convert to 10. 10 is properly. So now it is looking good. So now all my labels I am going to put it into th. So there are two elements in table, one is th and td. Th means it is like heading. So whenever you give anything in th, it becomes little bit bolder. See, now it becomes little bit bolder. Right, so now let us add some more elements. So I have collected my email. So now let us consider I am going to correct my DOB, that is my date of birth. So for date of birth, you can easily make it as date. So whenever you use something as date, it automatically creates you a date picker. Now I am going to collect my father. And mother. So I have done that. So now I need the another important property called as gender. I need to collect gender. So let us make gender as the second option. So I'm going to give gender. So whenever we give gender, we do not give text box. We need to give option for the user to pick from them. So in that case, we cannot use input. You need to use the another input method called as radio. Input type equal to. So this is what you look for. So we need to give radio option. Now let us go back to our other form. Now I am going to ask them where are they from. Select city. So from which city they are applying. So there are many number of cities. So in that case also I cannot give select option. So I am going to give, so I cannot give input option. I am going to give a select option. So what is a select? Select means I give a list of drop down. From drop down they will select what is that they want. so it can give you a select option. So now they can fill the form. Now let us give an option for them to submit the form. Submit means I need to keep a button so that the form gets submitted. To get to submit a form, I don't need these things. I can give only a button directly. So there is an option called button. Type submit. Apply. Close the button. So I got a apply. So now I want the apply button to be the center. So in TH there is a call span option. Call span means consider this TH for two different columns. That is what this means. See, because all the elements are having two columns, one TH and one TD, but the last one is having only TH, so I am saying them consider it as a two column. So it is going to have a two column. So now let us make another proper design for this button. So inside form table we have a option called button. So let us properly do it. So let us have a font size of 30 pixels. Let us change the background color to our main color. Let's make the color as white. It is been done. So there is a border by default for button. So let us remove that border. When we keep border as none, border will be removed. So it has been done. So let us give a padding of 5 pixels. I think the size is too much. Let us consider as 25 pixels. And let us give a border radius of 5 pixels, which is lightly curved. So now my form is ready. Then in HTML form there are few advanced options. So let us see what are the advanced options. Whenever I give a option called required, that means the form cannot be submitted without selecting anyone. They need to definitely give some particular value to it. So now I am trying to submit. It will throw me an error saying that you need to submit the field. So let us enter some age, date. So it keeps on asking me the next option. So I will select some date. Email. So what I'm doing, I'm doing some entry to the email. So even when I'm typing, if it will throw me error, the format is wrong because the type is being given as email. So using that particular option, the user cannot give a wrong entry. Unless user gives a proper entry, the form will not be submitted. So this is the advantage of using input types. So there are many types we have. So not only date, we have also date time. Date time means if you give something along with your time also, or if you want only time, you can use that particular time. For example, if you want to get them time of the birth, you can use that. So based on your requirement, it changes. And if you want to add some attachment to it, for example, if you want to attach their birth certificate, instead of email, you need to make it as file. So whenever you give something as file, it becomes choose file. So whenever they click choose file, automatically your system browser will get open. So you can add some file to it. So your HTML by default has necessary options to create a complex form. So this is the proper website. So now let us go through the website one more time. So first we created our home page with the header, introduction part, facilities part, latest video and your footer. Then we created a about us page with all my working staff video. Then a gallery section. Then we also had an admission. So this complete website is being created using basics of web design, HTML and CSS, only with basics of HTML and CSS. So in upcoming sessions, we are going to have some more complex parts using Bootstrap and jQuery. So please subscribe to our channel. So in upcoming weeks, we will be doing some advanced topics here also. And if you have any doubts, you can write your doubts in the comment section. And also we are conducting web designing courses in the coming months. So if you want to participate in our courses, you can contact our staff number. I'll just display the staff number with you. You can contact Kala on the particular number 900341970. So this is a number you can contact her for any doubts related to your course or course timing. So not only web designing, we are also doing courses related to website development, software development, application management, database management, server management, everything. So you can get the course catalog from Kala as well as the course timings and pricing details. So either you can call to this number, or you can send your queries on WhatsApp. So now if you have any doubts on today's session, you can write a comment on YouTube channel so that you'll be able to clarify your doubt. So and please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon, because we'll be continuously doing these kind of workshop. Not only in web designing, we are also doing other workshops. So you can check our YouTube channel. So every weekend we'll be doing live sessions. Not only in weekend, we'll also be doing live sessions on everyday evening basis also. So please subscribe to our channel and you can get updates on our free workshops and sessions every day. And if you want to have some other topics, you can also mention it in comments so that we will try to cover those topics in upcoming days. So we will wind up for today. So this is how our web designing courses have. So if you want if anyone want to join our web designing courses, please contact this particular number and you can discuss with her regarding your courses. And if you have any doubts anytime, please write in our comment section. So our staff will be ready to communicate with you so that you will be able to clarify your doubts. And we will see you all in upcoming sessions also. So thank you everyone for joining today's workshop. Hoping to meet you on every weekend. So please subscribe to our channel and share the channel to your friends and relatives, so because it might be useful for them also, because it is completely a free workshop and free sessions. Everything on our YouTube channel is completely free of cost for everyone, and it is not only for college students or school students, even pass outs, people working on industries, everyone can get their knowledge updated with our channel. So try to subscribe and share the channel on your social media platforms. Thank you everyone.